Hello UCE parents and families. I hope you're all doing well and enjoying your summer. It's hard to believe that the summer is half over, maybe a little more depending on when you return to school. My nephew goes back to school in exactly 4 weeks, so his summer is more than half over. So let's enjoy what we have left of the summer before school starts. And this month we are continuing our theme of play in our Soulful Home packet. Let me light my chalice to start. There we go. I'm lighting my chalice in gratitude for these warm summer days and summer nights. It has been a pretty good summer overall. So our packet this month on play, and in particular we're looking at the segment called the extra mile, where you get to do a little bit extra if you wish. And since we're kind of spreading things out over the summer, this is a segment all on its own for you to enjoy. Our author, Teresa Honey Youngblood, talks in the packet about the idea of risk play that apparently was a little bit more of a common philosophy, if you will, in parenting, about 10 or 15 years ago. And they define risk play as experiential and experimental play where the outcome is unknown. So in particular, the example they give is thinking about climbing trees as risk play. And so in our packet, there are some ideas on ways that you can try a little risk in your play, as of course you feel comfortable and wish to do. So some of the ideas mentioned are, as we just mentioned, climbing trees. But it doesn't have to be trees. I mean, on your playgrounds, you have monkey bars and stuff that are kind of high up. And if you're the kind of person that's a little afraid of those, well, here's a chance to try something a little risky and yet be safe on a playground. Climbing trees, rope climbing is another one that's mentioned. That is one that I never mastered as a young person and certainly not as an adult. So I admire those of you who can climb a rope. Another suggestion given is to just wander somewhere. Go out on a little adventure on your own. Could be perhaps a little patch of trees in your neighborhood that you can explore, or an actual trail in a park or a forest preserve, and just to wander a little bit on your own within earshot maybe of your parent. Another idea is to build something big. And in my day, that was forts. I loved building forts as a kid. We'd move all the furniture around and grab all the sheets and the blankets we could find and beach towels and make just huge forts. Sometimes we would do it out in our yard. We would put together all the lawn chairs and haul things out of the garage, bikes, and whatever we could hang sheets and towels and blankets on. But building something big in this case could be a fort, like maybe with even using tree branches that have fallen off the tree in the storm. Or perhaps you would be very adventurous and build a tree house. It could be a family project. Of course, you would need a nice sturdy tree to do that and a little bit of skill. Another idea for risk play is to use tools that are adult and with some adult supervision. So if you go ahead and make a tree house or something like that in your yard, maybe using actual tools, maybe even power tools if you're old enough. Those are a little risky. And let's see. Last but not least, she mentions rough and tumble play. In other words, getting a little more physical, play fighting, when you take an object and you pretend it's a weapon. Sort of Star Wars, it could be one weapon like that, or it could be a slingshot or a pretend, water gun or sword or whatever. Play fighting, wrestling, and just tumbling together. She mentions a person, Fred Donaldson, and there's a link in the packet to check out his work for ideas on having safe and yet risk-taking fun. So that's all for our packet for this week. Short and sweet. So I hope you have a wonderful week, and until then, blessed be.